This is the year we think we may finally get over the hump, and then the disappointment when it's not.
And Kevin, here is the reality. Winning championships in the NBA is extremely difficult. You can, as a front office, put a roster together on paper and think, okay, we have enough talent to win a championship, and for whatever reason, the pieces don't mesh. And the other part of this, Kevin, is sometimes luck goes into winning. A poorly timed injury, a guy who asks out that totally came out of the blue. There are so many things that go into winning in this league.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Williams. Kyrie Irving is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Grant. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. Now here's Simmons. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Simmons, a screen on Irving. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Heat. 4-point game. They double-team Brogdon. Grant gets a wide-open look. And the three off target. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Now, here's Irving. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Williams, a screen on Washington. Here's Wagner. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
But you don't often see Wagner exploit the defense in the mid-range, but he understood this is where it will work for me right now.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Well, David, thank you. We'll be looking for the defensive-minded approach coming in, Greg.
I like that they're focused on getting stops. Gives them the opportunity to turn that defense into offense.
Absolutely, and it keeps the score within reach. It keeps you out of desperation mode at the offensive end. That's never a good way to play.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
And the Heat making a change here. Achua's checked in. Now, here's Grant. Robinson pulls it in. Washington against Irving. Washington, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Heat. Trailing here by 8. Inside, here's Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach at any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. To the wing right side. And here's Washington outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Kobe White, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the middle, here's Grant Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And there's the pass to Grant. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 5. Back to Mitchell. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And they double up Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Williamson is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Then for the Heat, Grant, he's checked in for Grant. And it's McDaniels in for Franz Wagner. And White kicks to Grant. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Washington. Grant with a screen on Washington. McDaniels good on the bucket. McDaniels got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Over to the wing from deep Washington. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight. And here is Irving. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And here we go. Here's Washington. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Irving dishes to Grant. Irving against Simmons. And it's Irving missing. Gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Achua. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Mitchell passes to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double did. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. So with Irving on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got White. Grant is out there with Williams. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Wagner in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Wagner finds Grant. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
On the wing, Jones puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
Grant, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Poked loose. And stolen by Wagner. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Mitchell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Here's Dunleavy. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mitchell against Grant. It's White on the wing. The kick out to Williams. Again, the miss by the Heat. Gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the paint, tipped away. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Jones with the screen on Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Here's Lambert. No good, unable to end this run. The Heat trail by 12. Brogdon kicks to Williams. Pass to Wagner. And the lead is down inside single digits. Wagner's got 5 now. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. With the crossover. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Draw 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Out to the right wing. Dunleavy finds Jones. Second chance shot. And Williamson with a nice bucket inside.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Heat.
it up here. So it's Miami now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Irving looking over the floor. It's good from long range. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. Down low, Achua. Robinson with the block. Here's Dunleavy. White covering. Dunleavy, the pass to Grind. Now, here's Tate. Passes to Dunleavy. Three-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here's McDaniels. Grant with the screen on Washington. Robinson with the block. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Achua. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5.
Really heads-up play by Kyrie Irving. On time and on target pass. We've seen that before.
Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Grind. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. Now, here's Grant. It's deflected. That'll do it for the first half. Up 8. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, PJ. Hot start offensively. How do you continue that in the second half?
I think we did a great job of attacking the rim and kicking out to our teammates and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming out of halftime.
Stick with what works, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks.
The game may be decided in the paint. The center matchup has to be one to watch. I'm sure the...
All right, let's talk about the first half. A little bit of ground. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to be...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Mitchell Robinson out there with Markkanen. Then there's Washington. Then it's Simmons. And it's Mitchell. Then it's shooting guard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
And for the Heat, Williams is out there with Grant. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Wagner. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And Simmons is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. Then it's Robinson. And it's Washington in at the 3. And for Miami, we've got Brogdon. Franz Wagner is out there with Williams. Then there's Irving. And it's Grant in at the 5. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Markkanen sets the pick for Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
Staying strong through the contact. Ben Simmons doesn't back off.
Brogdon at the elbow. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Simmons against Irving. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 12 in the game.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Irving against Simmons. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The number of ways Kyrie Irving can finish on the interior is something to behold. Left, right, over defender, doesn't matter.
Now here's Mitchell. From deep Washington. Rebound by Williams.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
There's Faulkner with the 3. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's Mitchell. Here's Markkanen. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Irving finds Grant. Washington against Wagner. Grant with the screen on Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Berlin native Franz Wagner was only stateside a few years before coming to the NBA.
Well, the beauty about him, though, is Franz has an incredible skill set offensively, and that translates to any language. Consider this guy is a multi-tool player. He can stretch it to deep. He can shoot the mid-range. He's fine around the cup. He'll board it, and he's an excellent playmaker. Boy, this guy can fit in just about anywhere.
Jones checked in for Washington. And Miami with a change here, too. Daniels, he's checked in for Grant. Now, here's McDaniels. Guarded by Robinson. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
On the wing, Williams shoots the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Gone 6 of 9 to the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Jones dishes to Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the paint, here's Faulkner. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Simmons. McDaniels defending. Mitchell passes to Robinson. Over Williams, and the shot is long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Now, here's McDaniels, defended by Jones. Here's Brogdon. Williams with a clean look, traps in the tray. Williams has got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
Now, here is Robinson. And the layup falls. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Miami. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A different look for Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Williams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Wagner. And it's White in for Brogdon. Home team on D. Achua finds White. McDaniels up top, defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Grant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Keon Johnson.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hand. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Johnson outside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Achua kicks to White. Screen by Grant. Launches it. No good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jones is out there with Noel. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Williamson. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. Williamson with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Grant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. And Miami making a change here. Hawkins checked in. On defense, the Heat. It's a 13-point game. Johnson, the pass to Jones. Back to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. No good there. White with the defensive effort. Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And that one, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Johnson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. With the drive, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the pass to Achua. And Jones pulls it down, moves back up. And there's Grant on the assist by Grant.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
Now here's Johnson. Noel sets a screen for Johnson. And he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
He's He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Grant, that's good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here's Johnson. Jones with the screen on White. Johnson, the pass to Jones. Sweet move, and it's good on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Johnson. Inside. Jones, no luck.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Here's Grant. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And it's Johnson penetrating. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul. Shooting for the home team. Keon Johnson at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Miami. Williams, he's checked in for Achua. And it's Franz Wagner in for Grant. And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 13. Wagner outside. He feeds it to Grant. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First free throw is good. Simmons checked in for Johnson. And Miami also making a switch. Irving's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here is Robinson following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Markkanen, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. We'll see if they can get it done, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simmons dishes to Mitchell. Here's Robinson, and he converts the layup. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Screen by Grant. Irving passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. To the right side. From deep Washington. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Locked in right side. Over Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
Brogdon hits them both. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad, brother, lawyers, his mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
Well, we know Donovan Mitchell is explosive athletically. Put it on the deck. Go ahead, sir.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Now, here is Irving. Nice move. Robinson pulls it in. About 45% from the floor in the fourth. Simmons against Irving. Mitchell outside. Robinson on the wing. He started by Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, if the defense gets sloppy on Mitchell Robinson, he has the kind of length and athleticism to make him tough to guard.
Grant, he's checked in for Miami. McDaniels comes in for Franz Wagner. Robinson hits them both. And here are the Heat now. They trail by 16. Mitchell against White. Grant. Tate with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington, that's good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other just some 2 answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Laurie. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we've blew, so we had that mindset that even if we're up, we're still going to keep pushing, so that's what we did.
Kept the pedal to the metal, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Mitchell Robinson.